Good morning, day 3. Ashley Kennedy here, reporting. How are you all? I don't think I've got any followers yet, so I'm assuming there's nobody watching this. To update, it's Friday. I believe it's a long weekend down here. Bank holiday, which is exciting. I've got a few things to organise, but it's all good. So, today's update, I'm keeping these videos kind of short. I think it's probably easier to digest for everybody involved. Maybe as time goes on, I'll get longer and explain more and things. But basically, I'm trying to do about 10 minutes. However, if anybody wants to know more, ask away. I think comments is open on this. So you can ask any questions. Doesn't mean I'll answer them. But questions are always welcome, because you don't find things out if you don't ask questions. So basically, today's topic is basically like, what am I doing here? Or what the hell are you doing here? It should be rephrased as. Because basically, I'm kind of settling in slowly. So picture the scene. I'm living in Scotland. It's March. I'm living in a little town called Ailith in Perthshire, which is very pretty. And suddenly, I thought I'd had enough. I've had enough. It's time to go. It's time to face the music. I'd taken a decision after speaking to 2 good friends that live down south. You'll get to know who they are or a bit more about them in time. Very, very good friends. Obviously, I've got good friends up north as well, but these are the 2 that I'm happy to have down here. So yeah, I nailed it, and then I decided I'm going to start looking online for jobs. What disaster happened? But coronavirus. So I end up doing my interview online. I did my training online. I'm basically going through all the hoops that I can possibly. I'm here. So I'm here. I mean, basically, I was sitting in a flat in Ailith watching the world go by. I had a flat on the main street, rented, obviously. Me and my son. My son was kind of in between places, but coronavirus, he was home, obviously, because of the lockdown. I was just watching. I was a bit like a sort of, I used to call it the red light district, because everybody would walk past and gawk in the window, and I would be sitting there like, I kind of thought, there's more to life than this. I can't just be sitting here wondering what's out there. So yeah, after chatting to my 2 friends down here, and I said, I'm thinking about it, and they were kind of very supportive. I thought, don't be scared of the unknown. I was ready to face whatever was coming my way. I think that's basically the only way to describe it. I mean, I had no idea what was coming into it. And given my history of being slightly anxious and worried about things, and I just didn't know what to do, as in, like, what would I do if I get down here and I don't have somewhere to go and the job doesn't work out and things don't, all the usual concerns, fears that we all have. Mine were slightly escalated, obviously, because I was uprooting. So, thankfully, I got a offer of employment with a local to Sutton, kind of local to Sutton employer and support work. So that is kind of where we're at the moment. It's the training. I've done some training in Sutton to get prepared for that. But yeah, so I mean, my son and everything up north was all settled. Everything was taken care of. They were looked after in the sense that my father, my son's father was still on board, and my mum and dad were up there. Everybody was up there, and I could start moving forward down here. So I basically emptied the flat. I've moved a couple of times in my life, and this was another time where I basically decanted all my stuff. I woke up on the day of flitting after getting my big Vectra filled to the gunnels, legally, I could still see, I could still do everything and drive fine. But the car was a great boot, filled up nicely. And then I just basically set the alarm once Friday to Saturday morning, and I filled the tank, and I set off. So the journey down was pretty special, actually. It was dark when I left, and there was 2 shooting stars that I saw coming down, which I made wishes on, and there was a feeling of leaving something behind. But it wasn't, it was kind of sad and happy, because I thought, I'm going to move forward here. This is a big step, but it's moving forward, because I think that's really important. There was a feeling of lightness, of going into something more. Or I knew I wasn't scared. I knew it was going to be tough. And it has been tough. It's tough, you know, moving down to England from Scotland and the challenges I've been facing. It's tough. However, when I saw the sunrise coming over, I think it was on the A1, and it was coming over this kind of like, I don't know what it was exactly, because my geography is not ideal. The sunrise was astounding. And I kind of felt like, wow, this is a new beginning. Or I'm facing a new sunrise. And I knew that moment, after the shooting stars and the sunrise and the journey down, that I was going into something new. Things were going to change. There was going to be a change. That's pretty much what it was. So getting down here, I stayed with a good pal for a couple of days whilst I visited flats. And that was a bit of a trek. I went to South Croydon and looked at a flat on Brighton Road. That experience was interesting. I still have a few questions about that, because they basically took a holding fee, which was a interesting concept. Having come from Scotland, we don't have that. And basically, when all is said and done, if they're taking that holding fee of 20 people a day, and 20 people don't take the flat for whatever reason, they've basically scammed you out of money that for nothing. I think that is very, very naughty, to say the least. I don't know if it's ethical, and I certainly don't know if it's legal. I'm not aware. But basically, they're scamming the financially vulnerable by taking people that are desperate for housing. They're taking a holding fee and then basically letting you sink or swim. Don't like it. Didn't like that. So anyway, the point is, I went on to spareroom.com, placed an ad, and got somewhere. There was a few responses, to be fair. It's a very good way of finding digs. What I would say is, be very aware of what your terms and conditions are. I'm a bit negligent in the sense that I don't always read fully or understand fully. I would say just be very clear about what your rights are, especially coming from Scotland. It's a different legal system, so I really didn't have a clue. However, I'm now sitting in a flat that I'm happy with. I mean, I can't really grumble. I can't grumble. Yeah, it's got. You know, I'm hopeful. So work's about to get started. My car got hit on the Dartford crossing, but that's another story. I'll talk about that later. The good thing is I'm mobile till my car gets fixed. I can get to work. I can do everything I need to do. And basically, I'm ready for the next stage. I think I am. I hope I am. We'll give it a good shot anyway. So have a good bank holiday weekend. I will be in vlogging some point over the weekend. I'm not entirely sure when, though. I've got a few things on. But please enjoy yourselves. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.